मंगलाक्षी माता सारला कृपारू मूर्ख जे सारला दास शूद्रमुनि भावे ए काले लेखिए सरल उत्कल भाषा। महाभारतर युद्धरे जेते सुरवीर नरपति तपन तनय पृथा सुत कर्ण दानवीर महारथी।
मोर तनया पृथा द्युतरे हुओ तू जगत जीता। धन्य मधुहिता
सुन भोज राज सुन ए मोर बचन चातुर्मास्या व्रत पाई बलिछि मो मन। तुम्भ प्रासादे काटिबि ए बरसा काल उपेक्षिले दही बए ऋषि को पानल।
नकर नकर रोष एही दिन भोज राजे नकर नकर रोष अतिथि देवता रूपे रही थाओ कुंत भोजे। नकर नकर रोष दास दासी अनुचर संगे कन्या कुंती मोर से ऋषि पयर कृपा मागे पद कंजे। नकर नकर रोष एही दिन भोज राजे नकर नकर रोष।
नंदिनी गो षोड़शी पृथा धन्य तो जननी धन्य तो पिता निरलस सेवा शुश्रूषा ढाली আজি तू जाइछु सभिଙ୍କୁ बळी माग अछि जाहा तो भिलास पुराई विदेई ऋषि आशीष एही सिद्ध मंत्र जपमाला बशीकरणर अमोघ जे बाला एही जपमाला धरी तोर करे एही जपा मंत्रे डाकी देले बारे हेउ सूर्य चंद्र वरुण कुबेर क्षण के पुरते उभा हेबे तोर बशीकरणर अमोघ जे बाला निय एही जपमाला
फेरिकी परोई तोटी निरोधारा ऋषि दुर्वासांक आशीषर बाणी मोर से तुमे हेब गो जननी श्रुति पथे जनमिब ए दिव्य संतान काल बळे नाम तार बहिब से कर्ण
अंगे तरुण Pritha, the daughter of King Sursen, was given to the king's younger brother Kunta Bhoj, as he had no children. She was given the name Kunti and blossomed into an ideal princess. Lucky and blessed was she in the days before her Swayamvar until this day came along. Kunti, that young princess who was clever enough to defeat her father Kunta Bhoj in the game of dice, lost her greatest battle in life. Despite having been instructed as to the nature of the mantra imparted to her by the great sage Durvasa as a boon for her service to him, Kunti did not realize that invoking it would result in her becoming a mother. What might society say? Surely the identity of the father would be called into question. The sun god Surya convinced Kunti that this baby was destined to become a generous warrior and was strong enough to face the world alone. Comforted by the knowledge that he was protected by divine earrings and impenetrable armor that were attached to his body, she resolved to be the first to take alms from this generous one called Karna by sailing him down the Yamuna River. Down the river, in the land of Champapur, lived the charioteer Adhirath and his wife Radha, who had yearned long and fruitlessly for children. Upon hearing the cry of an infant from the Yamuna, they felt sure that their prayers had been answered. They claimed the child they discovered in the basket as their own and raised him with a love and attention that was perhaps all the greater for his having been a foundling. They named him Basu Sena and did not notice until years later that he took far less interest in horses and chariots than in bows and arrows. Dvitiya Drusya, Basu Sena, son of Adhirath and Radha.
ଉଠିବ ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। ଆସ ଆସ ଝୁଲାଅ ଧୀରେ ଝୁଲଣା ଦୋଳି, କାଳେ ଚମକି ଉଠିବ ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି।
আলোকিত কুণ্ডল সাজন মজাত, অক্ষয় কবচ সোহে তা দুই হাত। আলোকিত কুণ্ডল সাজন মজাত, অক্ষয় কবচ সোহে তা দুই হাত।
হেসন কুমর কাহি সুত কূଳରେ, মরকত মণি যেনে মোতি মাଳରେ। হেসন কুমর কাহি সুত কূଳରେ, মরকত মণি যেনে মোতি মাଳରେ। কুমর নুহে সে আম সোনার থাଳି। আস আস ঝুলাଅ ধীরে ঝুলଣା ଦୋଳି, କାଳେ ଚମକି ଉଠିବ ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। ଆସ ଆସ ଝୁଲାଅ ଧୀରେ ଝୁଲଣା ଦୋଳି, କାଳେ ଚମକି ଉଠିବ ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। କାଳେ ଚମକି ଉଠିବ ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। କାଳେ ଚମକି ଉଠିବ ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। ରାଧା ଗୋଳାର ମାଳି। নারাজ সন্ধানে সদা যার চিত্ত, কেউ কূলে তা জনম। সুধ সুবর্ণকু অনলে দহিলে, সুধ সুবর্ণকু অনলে দহিলে, তেজিব কি তা ধরম, তেজিব কি তা ধরম।
তণ্ডুল মুঠিয়ে দিয় গো জননী, দুয়ারে ডাকে যাচক, ভিক্ষা থাল হস্তে কাকুস্তে ডাকই, চমকি চায়ে বালক।
द्वार बार द्वारे जीव काघी देउछि तण्डुल भरी भिक्षा थाल घेन भिक्षा दण्डे रही
भिकारी मु पार दुआरी सादरे देल मो थाळटी भरी भिक्षा देई कल सन्तुष्ट माग कि आशीष थिले अभिष्ट
बसुसेन दिए दान बिना प्रतिदाने अकुण्ठिते दान नेई जाओ निज स्थाने जाओ निज स्थाने जाओ निज स्थाने
देउछि मु एही आशीष दानवीर बोली कहू ए विश्व दानवीर बोली कहू ए विश्व दानवीर बोली कहू ए विश्व
आस बसु सेन चालिबा रथ तते बुलाइबी एई बन पथ करियस सेवा रथरे बांधिबा करियस सेवा रथरे बांधिबा धरी रजु हस्ते गाइबा गीत धरी रजु हस्ते गाइबा गीत
सुत कर्म रथ चालना अश्व सेवा भल लागेना धरी धनु तीर साजिबी मु वीर धरी धनु तीर साजिबी मु वीर वीर बसु सेन जानु जगत
ଯିବା ବୋଲି ହସ୍ତିନାପୁର ଦେଖିବୁ ହସ୍ତିନା ରାଜନର ପଣ୍ଡୁକୁରୁ ରାଜକୁମାର ମିଳେ ଅସ୍ତ୍ର ଜ୍ଞାନ ଯଦି ଲଭିବୁ କାଳେ
To educate Basusena as a warrior, Adhirath took him to Hastinapur, where he could observe firsthand the manner in which the lives of the Kaurava and Pandava princes were conducted and study the science of warfare under the tutelage of Drona. The king of Hastinapur was Dhritarashtra, who was born blind, wherefore his queen Gandhari had worn a blindfold since the time of their marriage, that she might not have the luxury of sight which her husband lacked. She bore him one daughter and 100 sons called the Kauravas. Among them was Dhritarashtra's eldest and heir, the arrogant crown prince Duryodhan. Duryodhan's mind had been corrupted by exposure to the cunning of his twisted uncle Shakuni, who was Gandhari's brother and a master of dice. Dhritarashtra had ascended to the throne of Hastinapur upon the death of his brother King Pandu, who left behind his widow, Queen Kunti. The same Kunti who abandoned her firstborn only days before she placed her garland around King Pandu had 5 acknowledged sons: Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, and Sahadev, collectively called the Pandavas. The Pandavas and Kauravas lived in the palace of Hastinapur, but even at this early stage, the fated and undying hatred which would lead to the great battle upon Kurukshetra had grown thick between them. Adhirath and Basusena arrived at Drona's ashram, where Kunti's son Arjun and Drona's son Ashwathama were being instructed by their guru. Inside the palace, many of the other princes were drinking whilst being entertained by the flawless courtesan Mrudula. Trutiya Drusya, Basusena at Drona's ashram.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
कुह सुतराज कुह सुतराज कि कारणे आम्भे पड़िलु हे जा अछि किबा राज कार्य कुह सुतराज।
ज्येष्ठ कुमार बसुसेन नाम तार बाल्य शिक्षा करी शेष लभिछि राज आशीष बाल्य शिक्षा करी शेष लभिछि राज आशीष देले दीक्षा गुरुवर सेविब गुरु दयार।
राज आज्ञा न करी अवज्ञा शिक्षा देबु राजकुमार तुले हेले शस्त्र शिक्षा राजकुल शिक्षा ए जे विडम्बना सारथी कूले।
सिना दैवर आयत कि कूले हेली सम्भूत जस पौरुष किरति आयुष सबु मोहर आयत।
Drona did not reveal to Adhirath that, looking upon the boy whom he knew was to be called Karna, he noticed the shining aura of the sun god Surya on his forehead. In the Mahabharata of Sarala Das, it is told that when Basusena arrived at the ashram with Adhirath to seek instruction from Dronacharya and Kripacharya, they refused to teach him the science of warfare as he was the son of a charioteer. However, they accepted him for limited studies based on his recital of the Vedic hymns, as they were impressed by his ability to evoke and articulate the true essence of the sacred words. In the Mahabharata of Rishi Veda Vyas, it is said that Drona told Adhirath to call his son Karna from that day. He perceived instantly that this boy was born from the warrior caste simply by observing his unself-conscious mannerisms. Nonetheless, because Adhirath, a charioteer and therefore a Vaishya, played the role of father in this situation, Drona could not accept Basusena as a student. But beyond ethical justification for his refusal, Drona had an additional motive. Thinking to make his student the instrument of his revenge upon his old friend and enemy, King Drupad, he had promised to make Arjun the greatest archer to ever live and endow him with access to divine missiles. Therefore, denying this potential champion and cutting off the thumb of an innocent hunter were necessary ways of fulfilling his promise to Arjun. Being refused by Drona, Karna set forth with great determination to a higher source of military knowledge. He went to the ashram of Drona's guru, Parshuram. Parshuram, the sixth avatar of Vishnu, the axe-wielding Brahmin who cleansed the world of 21 generations of the warrior caste who could smell the difference between the blood of a warrior and the blood of a Brahmin. Guru Bhargav, who had accepted no one of the warrior class into his school, save the great Gangaputra Bhishma only, was mesmerized at the sight of the boy Karna and accepted him immediately. Chaturtha Drusya, Karna at the ashram of Parshuram.
चंदन मुखे सुमधुर वेदर गान अंगे पाट वस्त्र हस्ते धनुष सहजे बालक द्रोण नविश स्वभावे कोमलती जे अवश्य हे बसे विप्रकूले जात गुरुपदे स्थिर मति जे स्वभावे कोमलती जे वेद वेदांत ज्योतिष गणित विज्ञान गज अश्वरथ वा सैन्य संचालन राजनीति कूटनीति अवा अर्थनीति अस्त्र शस्त्र विद्या संगे प्रक्षेपास्त्र गति सकल विद्यारे बसु होइले निपुण गुरुदत्त नाम हेला महावीर कर्ण गुरुदत्त नाम हेला महावीर कर्ण गुरुदत्त नाम हेला महावीर कर्ण सुन सुन हे शिष्य परम दिव्यास्त्र प्रयोग नीति धर्म हे जे जोधार चरम कर्म सुन सुन हे शिष्य परम पाशुपत ब्रह्मास्त्र एहार प्रयोग अति स्वतंत्र भेन विचारी पात्र अपात्र भेन विचारी पात्र अपात्र राक्षस अबा किन्नर होइबे बैरी जदि प्राणर ते करिब एहा प्रहार केबे करिब एहा प्रहार
आहे गुरुबर घेन प्रणाम पातिछि मुकु शासन कर विश्राम पातिछि मुकु शासन कर विश्राम देई मोते दिव्य ज्ञान करिछ धन्य जीवन आहे गुरुबर बहु अछि श्रम झाल निश्वासे बहे अनल निश्वासे बहे अनल कले पद सेवा हेब धन्य जीवन कर विश्राम से वज्र कीट कसण तार उत्कट रुधिर न पाए बाट प्राण हुए छटपट
कह वीरमणि कर्ण वीरंक हृद चंदन क्षत्रियर कत बही विप्र बोली कहु तुही सते विप्र कूले अबा जनम तोहरी किबा
गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु त्रिनयन केमिति कहिबि मुहि असत्य वचन मुझे सुत धीरथ पुत्र वसुसेन इतर कुलरे जात नुहे मु ब्राह्मण लभि धनु विद्या गली द्रोणक आश्रम नकारिले सुत कूले जेणु मो जनम
जमदग्नि सुत मुहि नाम परशुराम इतर जातिरे करे नाही शिक्षा दान गुरु द्रोही शिष्य तुही देली अभिशाप गुरुकुले मिथ्याचार तोर महापाप जेणु तुही कपटरे नेलु अस्त्र शिक्षा संकट कालरे तोते न करू तार रक्षा संकट कालरे तोते न करू तार रक्षा न करू तार रक्षा न करू तार रक्षा
Karna's fate took another turn for the ill when his guru cursed him, pronouncing that he would forget all knowledge bestowed unto him at the time of his greatest battle. Yet regardless of the curse, Karna did not forsake the worship of his guru and upheld his bow in life from that day forth. Back in Hastinapur, each and all of the young princes who partook of Drona's knowledge in warfare had grown to become great warriors. To celebrate the scope of their achievement, the Hastinapur arena, known as the Rangabhumi, was assembled and decorated that the princes might stand forth and display their talents before the royal house and the citizenry of the realm. Kul Guru Kripacharya, the teacher of the royal household, traditionally conducted these assemblies, but on that day, he stood aside for Drona. It was on this day that Drona proclaimed Arjun as the greatest archer who had ever lived. Ganga Putra Bhishma, the great-grandsire of the royal house, sat beside the throne that he had sworn to protect until Hastinapur was safe from all directions. Mahatma Vidur, the wisest and most righteous of the assembled counselors and prime minister of Hastinapur, knew that the throne was in grave danger yet. Following the arrival of King Dhritarashtra, Queen Gandhari, Queen Kunti, Master Drona, and Ashwatthama, the young warriors of Hastinapur entered. The arena was crowded with citizens who strained and jostled to witness the arrival of the princes. Panchamadrusya, the Rangabhumi Challenge.
ए नुहे समर आहे महावीर ए जे रम्य रंग भूमि कला कौशले वीरत्व देखाई हुओ तुमे शांति कामी।
राजकुमार अर्जुन
वायवास्त्र आग्नेयास्त्र वरुणास्त्र अंतर्धयास्त्र
पंडु कुमर मणि तू आज पारिछु सभिंकु जीणी तू परा वीरंक भाल चंदन हस्तिना कटक हृद स्पंदन जे जाए पहुँचे मोर नयन केही नाही वीर तोर समान केही नाही वीर तोर समान केही नाही वीर तोर समान।
होइनी से सरंग भूमि खेल वीर शून्य होइनी हस्तिनार कोल अछि मुहि अर्जुनर प्रतिद्वंदी वीर क्षण के प्रहारी पारे समस्पर्धी सारा
किए रे युवक करु वाक्य अपचय अज्ञात कुलशील तू किबा परिचय केउ राज्य घर तोर किबा तो ठिकणा केउ राज वंशे जात कहथिले जणा।
कुंडल करे अक्षय कवच
ବୀର ତ ବୀରର ସ୍ୱୀୟ ପରିଚୟ ଜାଣେ ସେ କେବଳ ଜୟ ପରାଜୟ
ପରଖିବା ପାଇଁ ବୀରର ବୀରତ୍ୱ ଯଦି ଲୋଡ଼ା ପରିଚୟ କରିବି ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଅଙ୍ଗର ନରେଶ ନରକ ମନରେ ଭୟ देख देख रवि होइलेणी अस्त पुओ वीर मणि युद्धरु वीरता